In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to master your crow pose. First of all, strength. You have to be strong enough to hold the bottom of a push-up for about 15 seconds. You want to keep your elbows tucked into your body because that's the same thing that you do in crow pose. The reason that this exercise replicates crow pose is because of the shoulder position. Notice how when I'm in crow pose, my shoulders are right in front of my fingertips and they're just about even with my elbows. When I go into a bottom of a push-up, same position. Maybe I was a little bit higher in crow pose, but for the most part, if you can't hold this position, then you're probably not going to be able to hold crow pose. So that's number one, strength. Number two, balance. 9 times out of 10 when I see somebody struggling with crow pose who is strong enough to hold the position, they're not shifting their weight forward enough. Mainly because there's a real fear involved with shifting your shoulders over your fingertips. But the reality is that you have to shift your shoulders way further than you think in order to balance in crow pose. Notice how far forward my shoulders are, and then I just come off with ease. If I try to keep my shoulders like here, I can't get up. I'm up, but right now all the weight is in the palm of my hand, and that's no good. You want all the weight in your fingertips. So I'm going to show you the technique that you use to get into crow pose by slowly loading your weight forward and how to progressively build up the strength and the comfort in doing longer holds over time. So you're going to plant the hands, come into this toe squat position. So my heels are off the ground, my knees are bent. I'm actually going to bring my elbows behind my elbow. You can feel this little crevice behind your elbow right under your tricep, like a little valley. That's where you want to put your knees, not on your triceps, right behind your elbow. Reason is you want to think about creating a shelf with your arms. So taking a step back to bending your arms the same way as a push-up. Look at how bent my arms are. Basically, they're creating a shelf or a staircase for my knees. Look, if I straighten my arms, my knees just fall down. So you want to bend your arms and shift forward enough to create that shelf for your elbows. Keep your elbows tucked the entire time. So plant the hands, bring the knees to the back of the elbow. My arms are pretty straight right now. I'm going to bend them. Notice my shoulders start to go over my fingertips even more. Now I feel the weight in the fingertips. So from here, I'm going to lift my right foot off the ground. Now I'm going to shift forward until my left foot just floats off the ground. Then I'll bring it up to meet the other one. And down. There's a difference between that and trying to jump off the floor and nail your crow pose. What I mean by that, you see a lot of people, they'll just try and like jump. Don't jump, shift. Shift one foot at a time, one side at a time. So you're going to plant your hands, bend your arms, knees to the back of the elbow, shift forward, lift one foot off the ground, shift forward even more until your other foot floats off the ground. Push into your fingertips. You should feel a lot of weight in your fingertips. Then lift that leg up, match the other hand. Match the other foot rather. That's crow pose. If you have trouble holding that, if you bring that second leg off the ground and it's just a no-go, I want you to take a step back. I want you to practice holding one foot on the ground at a time and time yourself. So it'll look like this. Shift forward, bring your right foot off the ground, squeeze your elbows together and hold. Hold this for 10 seconds. Come down, switch sides. Hold this for 10 seconds. As you get stronger, you can maybe start to feel that foot float off the ground a little bit. But master the basics. Don't move on to lifting both feet off the ground until one foot is very, very easy for you. So those are my tips for crow pose. It's going to take some time and some consistency, but you will not fail if you follow this structure. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to my video for more tips. Either way, have a great workout. Thanks for watching.